Hi, my name is Lillian Beretta and I'm with the Joe Beretta Foundation. We are a foundation here in Mount Juliet that helps families that are going through end-stage heart failure. So what does end-stage heart failure mean? Well, we're going to be talking about that for a minute, and we're also going to be doing a craft together. And while we do this craft, we're going to be learning about our hearts, about heart failure, about how to have a healthy heart, and let's get to it. So first, let me show you a picture of what we're going to be making. Okay, with my white crayon, I'm going to write in my 4 squares of my heart puzzle, what we're going to be talking about in our talk today. And the first thing is keep moving. Now it's gonna be a little bit difficult because you're gonna be writing white on white and it's not gonna necessarily be easy to see. But you want to press kind of hard with your crayon and try to make sure that you can at least see a little bit of writing, and press nice and hard and kind of make the letters a little bit wider if you can. So keep moving. And I'm just going to do the same thing in my next square, and I'm going to write eat healthy. And again, I'm pushing hard, right? Eat healthy, H-E-A-L-T-H-Y. And this square, it's going to be family time, and this one is going to be positive. So go ahead and write those out. Okay, once you have done that, you're just going to go ahead and start applying a little bit of your color and apply it in multiple spots. Don't be afraid if you go over the black areas. It's really not going to matter. Then take your second color, and again I did black and blue. I did blue and green. All right, and I'm using the same brush also. I'm just wiping it with my sponge in between, with my paper towel. Go ahead here, and then with a paper towel, I'm going to go ahead and kind of rub this in now a little bit. And you'll see that the white crayon pops out. And now you can read what it says. Okay, in order to make our mosaic, we're going to take our scissor and 3 colors of paper. And again, it can be any colors that you want. And we're just I'm gonna cut mine in half. And into I'm putting mine in a little container here. I'm just gonna cut them willy-nilly in any kind of shape. So once again, I'm cutting just different sizes, and I'm doing all 3 papers together so that I can do this faster. And while you're doing that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about heart failure. So you're going to need pretty many pieces, so go for it. I'm cutting them up. All right. So continue with all your sheets of paper. So while you're busy making your mosaic, cutting out your paper and gluing it down around your smaller white puzzle paper, let me talk to you a little bit about heart failure. So first of all, what is your heart? I'm sure all of you know your heart is a muscle in your body. But unlike any other muscle in your body, it's actually made up of a different kind of muscle and needs a little bit different kind of care. And we're going to talk about that right now. So one of the main problems that happens with heart failure is when your heart is no longer pumping the blood as well as it used to. Heart failure is not heart attack. Heart attack is actually part of heart failure because it's something that happens to your heart muscle that makes it start to function incorrectly or not strong. So heart failure is when the heart muscle itself cannot get the blood and the needed oxygen in your blood to all the different parts of your body and all the cells in your body. So your heart becomes weak. A weak heart is heart failure. Okay, so now I'm going to take a glue stick and my large sheet of white paper, and I'm going to take my finished puzzle page, and I'm going to put it on my white sheet of paper, and I'm going to turn it over and put some glue on it. And you don't have to go all the way to the edges because you'll probably have to add a little bit of the colored paper underneath. So a little bit of glue like that, and I'm actually going to place mine a little bit closer to the top because I'm going to cut some of this large white paper off when I'm done. So put that on, and then we're going to take our Modge Podge, and we're just going to go ahead and apply some to the large white paper. Don't get too far ahead with your Modge Podge or your glue because it dries pretty fast and you'll have to keep re-gluing. And then you're just going to take your pieces and start making your mosaic, and you're using 3 different colors at a time. You can leave some white or you can make it solid. It really all depends on you and your artistic style for today and what you'd like to see happen. And if it goes a little bit above the paper line, don't worry because we're probably going to trim that off and you'll never see it. So go ahead and keep repeating this process all the way around your work. Okay? So keep doing that. Well, just like any other muscle, the heart muscle needs to be exercised. So going outside and riding your bike or playing with your friends or helping your parents out in the yard do yard work, anything that gets your heart pumping more is exercise for your heart. And whatever you're doing should really make you out of breath. It should be that as you're working, you really have to breathe in and you really feel your heart pumping in your chest. Those are good exercises or good things that you're doing that help your muscle get stronger, just like a weightlifter who lifts a little bit of weight and more every day to strengthen that muscle. The second thing we're going to talk about is eating healthy. I mean, we're getting a little bit older, and I'm sure all of you have heard that, but it is so important for your heart health. And the number one thing that is bad for your heart is salt. Salt. So, what can we do to limit the amount of salt that we bring into our bodies? Well, the first thing is to read labels. When you go grocery shopping with your parents, you look at the labels and see how much sodium, which is another word for salt, is in that product, right? And you want to limit that amount of salt that you're taking into your body every day. So that means don't add salt to food. Don't get super salty French fries. I mean, try to really think through what has salt and how can I limit that. And eating more green vegetables, fruits, anything like that will also help your heart muscle, help you have a healthy heart for a longer time. The next thing is family time. Well, why would family time be so important? Because family time is a time that together you can do all the other things we've been talking about. You can move together as a family. You can go outside together as a family. You can hang out and swim in the pool or shovel snow if it's that time of year. All those things that you can do with your family actually help your heart. And the main reason is because of the last thing we're going to talk about, which is be positive. Your mind and your heart are connected. And when you spend a lot of time being angry, being negative, those emotions affect your heart. So the longer you are angry, if you're angry or think everything is terrible every single day, every day, that compounds and makes problems for your heart. So family time and being positive are something that we can do to help each other. I mean, if you see your parents really upset, you might ask them what's wrong. If you can help and alleviate some of that stress or anger, that will be helpful. And same with you. If you're feeling upset or angry or stressed out, you need to talk to your family about it and find ways that you can start limiting those emotions. Now, will you have them? Of course. We're humans. These things happen. But it doesn't mean that you have to live that way every single day. Okay, so I'm down to the end of my paper, and I'm not going to cover this whole section. I'm just going to cover, maybe half of it. So I'm not going to worry about putting any colored paper down on the bottom, and I'll go ahead and keep putting on my colored pieces. Okay, as you can see, I've got pretty much my mosaic pattern down, how I want it. And I am going to make sure that I have a little bit of the glue or the Modge Podge on top. And you can see I didn't finish the bottom because I'm going to use a pair of scissors and cut out this white paper by flipping everything over and cutting it out. So now you can see how the mosaic is all around and over the edges of the big white paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my scissor and cut right along that edge so that I have a nice rectangle. Maybe you don't want to do that. It's totally up to you, but I kind of like mine symmetrical. So go ahead and do that. So I hope this little talk about your heart, having a healthy heart failure, and our project that we did together, our craft, has helped you know a little bit more about how you can have a healthy heart and how you can help people in your family or your friends have a healthy heart. And I thank Mrs. Ferris again for allowing me to be here. And I really look forward to meeting you in person and hope we can do that soon. Take care.